Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Agatha and I'm back with another video. For my new subscribers, welcome to my space, and my returning subscribers, thank you so much for the continued support. I never take that for granted. As you might have seen on my thumbnail, today we are going to be discussing about how to network the right way. And many people call it social climbing. I call it networking. I mean, that is the right way, don't you think? Continue. Have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe, because you're going to learn the art of self-discipline on this channel, and of course along the way, motivation here and there, and inspiration if you want. So yeah, let's continue. As you have seen, networking, what does that even mean? For me, it's the process of making connections. Like, it's so cool when you have someone who knows someone who can help you, who can come through for you. And I feel like this is what we need as human beings to get to where there's hard work, yes, and there's connections. Wow, I love this, honestly, and I feel like I'm really pushed to do it. I'm going to try it, honestly. When you know someone who knows someone, it's easier. It becomes easy, honestly. Let's just be realistic. It's easier that way. Now, I don't really think that there's anyone who has done it better than Meghan Markle. Oh, that lady is an icon. She has done it so well that I admire her. She's a fearless or a ruthless networker. She has done it and demonstrated it so well that I'm even tempted to go ahead and do it. Okay, let's continue. So number one, I said I'm going to talk about, I have some few points here and there, and I hope they're going to help out in this process of networking. One, you need to find out why you want to network with so and so. A certain company, a certain person, a certain influencer, or you need to find out why. Find out your why and make sure you know what you want out of the connection. Because you can't just go not networking with people when you don't know what's your target. What do you want out of the connection? You have to understand what you really want out of that, and then make sure you're not like a parasite in a way. You're not just taking and you don't have anything to offer by the end of the day. And that brings us to the second point, which is make sure you know your boundaries. In the process of networking, you're going to find situations where you're going to compromise on your morals, on your core values. Honestly, there are people that will expect much from you, and there are people that are going to go way, like they're going to break every rule, every principle that you believe in, because they want to, because you want that connection. They feel like they're helping you out. So make sure you have your boundaries, and there are things that you cannot really do along the way. In as much as you need this person, you need this connection, there are things that you're not going to, there are lines that you're not going to cross. Personally, I feel like in this process, I wouldn't allow myself to, by the end of the day, take drugs. I don't think that I would get that far. And the other things that I'm not willing to compromise, because I have my own principles. And at that point, work on your aesthetics, your physical appearance. There's nothing like inner beauty. Well, it's there. It's there. But when I look at you first, I don't see the inner beauty, because I don't know you. I haven't talked to you. I haven't, interacted with you and kind of found out your characters and all that. What I see is the your physical appearance and all that. So work on yourself. Make sure you dress modestly. For ladies, as a man, make sure you dress in how you want to be addressed, because you can't walk in a place where there are CEOs, there are big people, and you're dressed anyhow. They won't take you seriously. Remember that. So yeah, make sure you dress well, you look nice, you're groomed, and all those kind of things. I think I need to work on this, because honestly, I think I should add some makeup when I'm going to those places. Oh yeah. I'm going to try this one soon, and I'm just hoping that things are going to turn out well. Yeah, I'm going to try it. You have to double down your confidence. You think you're confident? Now let me tell you what I mean by doubling down your confidence. The confidence that you are able to walk out to walk into a place where you're not invited and sit down, and you're very comfortable in that area, the confidence where you are able to attend events where you were never invited, you're not in that list. That kind of confidence is what we need in this area. The kind of confidence where you are able to remain focused, you're not intimidated by other people because of what they have achieved, and you're still starting out. You just want a helping hand, that kind of confidence where you're going to remain focused and know who you really are as a person and what you want, even when things get tough, because yes, it's going to get tough over there. You might be thinking, where am I going to meet these people? Like, where are they located? Where do I see them? I know, right? But hang out in restaurants, big restaurants. Hang out in areas where there are big people. Like, make sure you hang out in those areas. You can pick 3 or 2 or 1 restaurant and visit there frequently. Make sure you have the right intentions at heart, because I'm not talking about anything bad here. I'm talking about networking, getting to know people. Still on the point of visiting places, make sure you go to restaurants, events, and all those kind of things. Become a regular there. Like, don't go just once and you're like, oh yeah, I'm tired, I didn't find someone today, I didn't see anyone today. No, make sure you go there in that place more frequently. And if it's a restaurant, for instance, make sure you be friendly with the waiters. Sometimes more often than not, you find yourself, when you're friendly with the waiters and with the waitresses, they're going to chanua you in a way. Like, they're going to show you, like, this who and who, these unajua, like, they're going to tell you things. And if you can tip them, give them a tip if it's possible on your end. So yeah, I feel like you should visit more frequently, and until it becomes comfortable, it becomes a part of you. So hang out in those areas. Make sure you are composed, you look nice, you look good. There are events, social events, business events. Make sure you hang out in those areas, because it's very crucial at this point. If you're in business, you need to hang out in areas where people are having business meetings and all those kind of things. I feel like it will help out in a way. So for social media influencers or creators, digital creators, we can hang out in places like Zinaji, because there are other social media, influencers there and digital creators. So yeah, make sure you know what you want out of these connections, and then you hang out in areas where there are those kind of people. In restaurants, they are everywhere. In gym, if you go to the gym. And this one, I feel like I'm addressing myself, because I'm such an indoor person that I need to style up, honestly. I need to go out more, and I'm working towards that. Honestly, I'm really working towards that. Else that you're supposed to keep in mind, have a wealth of knowledge. And how do you get this knowledge? And let me tell you, knowledge about what? Knowledge about what is happening around the world. Either about finance, about economics, about politics, all those kind of things. Because I can tell you, these people talk about things around that area, around that sector. So yeah, if they are discussing something, and let's say you're there, you're amongst them, and you're not contributing, you're not saying anything, they're going to look at you and think, this is such an imposter. You don't belong here, do you? So yeah, you're supposed to read books if you're a reader. And if you're not a reader, listen to podcasts at least. Podcast is like music. Personally, I love listening to podcasts a lot, because reading kind of tough. But if you don't want to read from page to page, you can go through Blinkist app. It's an app that is really incredible. It gives you a summary of the books that you've always wanted to read, and it's amazing. Honestly, I love it. I have an experience with it, and I can recommend it to anyone who wants to, to get through as many books as possible. Now, many can argue that it's not as good as reading from page to page, and I agree with them. Really, it's your own preference. Whatever that works for you, girl. In this journey of leveling up, of networking, you're going to meet all sorts of people. you're going to meet imposters. You're going to meet people that are just there for their own agendas. They want to accomplish their own things. They're not there to help. They're not there because they're there for with their own agendas. You're going to meet those, and there are people that you're going to meet them, and all the time they are always like, I know so and so, I know so and so. So if you know so and so, what about you? What do you do? What works for you? Like, so people who keep on talking about others and they're not talking about themselves, that's a red flag for me. I feel like it's a red flag, because there's no way they can keep on saying so and so. You're not saying anything about yourself. Let's start there. If you want to connect with someone else, start with you and tell us what you do as a person. And then now we can decide, okay, we want to hear more. We want to connect with you. You can help out in a way, because I don't think it's sensible when you're there and you can't help anyone. Like, if you want to network with people, you have to have some sort of value to offer. You can't just be there. You're taking and taking and taking, and you're not giving anything. It's not fair. I honestly think that. So yeah, basically that's it. Your network is your net worth. You have to keep that in mind. By the end of the day, someone once said that you'll be the same person you were like 10 years ago or 5 years ago, except for the people you met and the books you read. So if you're not a reader, make sure you make those connections. Make sure you network with people. Make sure that you know someone who can come through for you. And make sure you're giving what you're taking. Like, you're not supposed to be a taker all through. Make sure you give value by the end of the day. So yeah, that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and tell me in the comment section what was your takeaway for today. If you've learned something, please let's continue with the conversation in the comment section. And if you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.